guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing a very fun lip swatch video with you guys. If you've been watching my channel for a while, know that I don't do these very often because usually if I buy a lip product, I don't buy like the full collection of lip products so that I could do a lip swatch video. It's just extremely expensive to buy that many lipsticks, and usually there's a lot of them that I wouldn't really wear anyway. So the last time I did one was with the Burt's Bees lipstick collection, and I will go ahead and link that above for you guys. But Pure Cosmetics was kind enough to send me their whole line of their liquid lip chrome lipsticks and also the matte lipsticks as well. And they also sent me their lip pencils. So I thought it would be fun to share a lip swatch video with you guys in case you've been wanting to try any of these colors. You can see them on the lips, see how they wear, and then decide if there's a certain color that you would like to buy. So these were sent to me, as I mentioned, from Pure Cosmetics through the Octoly site. If you're not sure what Octoly is, I've talked about it a lot of times before on my channel, and I'll link a video above about it. But they did send all of these products to me for free to try out and then to share with you guys. The Chrome Glaze High Shine Lip Glosses retail for $18. And then the The matte liquid lipsticks retail for $20 each. So also I did want to mention the ones that I got, I believe these are like a mini deluxe size. So I think that if you go to their site and buy them, they're a little bit larger than these guys here because this came up like as a promotional set. So I do think you get a little bit more product because this one says it is 0.07 fluid ounces, and on the site the ones that retail for $20 are 0.11 fluid ounces. So it is a little bit more product that you're getting if you buy them individually. As far as texture and stuff, I will kind of go over the texture on most of these as I'm showing you the lip swatches. The lip glosses in particular, each one of them had a very different formula. They were not like the same formula across the board. Each shade was a little bit different as far as how it weared and how it applied. So I will kind of go through each one individually. The matte ones I feel like are a lot more consistent through the collection. Each shade it performs very similarly. They're all very, as far as the matte ones, they're all very opaque. They all have a moussey, kind of a slick texture to them. They remind me, as far as the formula of the NARS Lip Glides, they're very similar as far as how they feel on the lips and how they apply, and wear time and everything is going to be very similar between the matte ones to the NARS Lip Glide. So if you ever tried those NARS ones, that's kind of how these perform. They're a little bit different, but that's the most similar comparison that I could make for you guys. So they are very, for the matte liquid lips, those are a very comfortable formulation, but they're not going to be as long wearing as like a standard liquid lipstick. So if you like those hybrid liquid lipsticks that leave behind kind of a stain, but go on a little bit more liquidy or go on a little bit more moussey and a little thicker, that's kind of what these are all about. So if you guys have questions or comments, leave them down below. But if not, please enjoy this lip swatch video. And by the way, you guys will see it in a little bit, but the shade that I'm wearing on my lips right now is one of the matte liquid lips in the shade Innocent. So I'm actually going to begin with the Chrome Glaze collection. There are 6 shades that they sent to me. The first one here that you see me applying is called DIY. This was a very sheer, very basic lip gloss in my opinion. I did not see a metallic finish to this particular one. I did find that the formula on all 6 of these chrome ones to be very different. They were not a universal formulation throughout the collection, and this one here was just a very basic sheer gloss. Like I said, no metallic finish or anything like that. The next one that you're going to see me apply here is called Heartbreaker. Now this was like a baby pink color, as you can see, and this one actually went on very opaque, not sheer like the first one, and I was able to see a metallic finish on this one. So it does have the glitter in there. When I first heard the name Chrome Glosses, I really was expecting something like this with the metallic finish. So if you wanted to pick up a couple of these, this is a shade I would recommend picking up. Now this third one that I'm applying here is called Swatches. As you can see, it's a nude shade. It does go on quite opaque, however, it is not metallic. It is very glossy, so it is a high shine, but there was no glitter or like metallic finish in this particular gloss. Next up, we have a shade called Smarty Pants. This one is very similar in shade to the last one, Squad. It's just a little bit more pink than Squad was, not quite as orange as Squad. And then this one was very sheer, and it was not metallic whatsoever. It does still have that high gloss to it, but it did not have any glitter. It was not metallic. And honestly, I was not very impressed with this particular gloss. The next shade is called Arm Candy. This one does go on quite opaque, and this one actually had a lot of glitter. It was quite metallic. Once I removed this one, I actually had a hard time getting the glitter off. So there was quite a bit of glitter in this. If I was only to pick up 2 shades of these chrome glosses, it would definitely be this one and the shade Heartbreaker. They were the only 2 that I felt were like a true chrome gloss. Now this is the last of the chrome glazes. This shade is called Rebel. This one went on extremely patchy, quite sheer, and there was no metallic finish to this. So as you can see, I was struggling to get it to kind of even out a little bit. I feel like it would perform a little bit better over the top of a lipstick. However, I just was really not impressed with this particular gloss. I don't recommend this one at all. Overall, these chrome glazes did have a nice non-sticky texture to them, so they are a nice gloss. However, I did find them to be just a little bit basic and nothing too special, with the exception of those 2 shades that I mentioned that were quite metallic. I did like those ones, but I was more impressed with the matte collection over these chrome ones. Next, I will be swatching the Matte Lips collection, starting with this shade here, which is called FBF. As far as the formula and texture of these matte lipsticks, they were a lot more consistent throughout this collection than the chrome ones. I did find them all to be extremely similar as far as wear and formula. They are quite a moussey consistency, but they do glide on quite nice, and they wear pretty well. Now, they are similar to the NARS lip glides, as in they don't set completely and they are transferable. However, once that top layer comes off, there's almost like a stain that is left behind, so they are quite long wearing. This next shade here is called Innocent, and it is kind of a mauve-y nude. Overall, I was very impressed with the majority of the shades in this matte lip collection. Every single one of them, with the exception of one, I think are shades that I would wear constantly. I feel like they're very flattering shades. So this next shade here is called Oh Bay, and as you can see, this is definitely a My Lips but better shade for my lip tone. It matches my lips very closely, and I really love this shade here. I feel like this is a great everyday nude that would pretty much go with, complement any eye look that you're wearing. This next shade here is called Obsessed, and this is another nude, but it's a lot more pink. I feel like this is a great springtime or summertime shade because it is pink, but it's not too pink. It's a very wearable pink, and I really liked it a lot. Alrighty, the next shade here is called Ever After, and as you can see, I love this shade. This is definitely my favorite of all of the lip products they sent to me. This is a very beautiful, very unique color. It's almost like a mauve-y purple tone, but I just think it's so gorgeous. I absolutely loved this shade. And after a while posing with the lipsticks on, I get a little silly because it's a little awkward, but I really do like this shade quite a lot. Alright, and this shade here is called Addiction, and as you can see, it is a very vampy, like a very deep red shade. It almost comes across more brown when you have it all the way on the lips because it is a very deep red. I really did like this one. I felt like it went on pretty smoothly for a deeper shade. A lot of times with those deeper mattes, they can get a little patchy, but this one did not. It actually applied very, very nicely. So at this point you can see my lips are getting quite stained and they were very irritated, so there was a stain left behind. However, this shade here is called Duty Wine, and it is a very, very dark shade. I feel like it's just a little bit darker than the last one and more purple. The last one leaned a little more brown, but it's also a very beautiful shade, and for a deep shade it does go on quite smooth, just like the last one. I do have, like I said, a lot of staining around my lips, so it's not the cleanest lip swatch, but at least you can get a good idea for the color. So that is all of them. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this lip swatch video today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, you guys!